therapy session with the best therapy session person, counsellor, whatever you want to call him, that I know. I don't mean myself. I'm not that fucking vain. I mean nature, Mother Nature. So I've been I've been out for a walk this morning. Went up a canal, had a walk along, and got home, man, did a bit of writing, updated a page on the website for reviews. So I've been fighting with fucking code, etc. And I thought, what a glorious day. The laptop's going to be there later. The code will be there later. Get out, get down the river. So I'm chest deep in the River Usk. It still hasn't got the memo that the sun's been out and it's, glorious. It is still cold. So, as I always say, respect Mother Nature or she'll bite you on the ass. So, I've been in now every day for, a week in various ways, shapes and forms. Be it here, the river, cold showers in the house, the sea on Saturday. Sunday was cold water and infrared sauna, so contrast therapy at Polarity Wellbeing. And now today I'm back in the river. And this is my place. This is where I'm happy. If I just get out and have a look around. So I'm doing a post, or I'm in the process of editing, compiling all the other bits and pieces on the third part of the post on YouTube for so was the things nobody tells you. Then the second part was about all the things about the body and everything, and now the third part is identity. And this is probably the hardest hitting, because when you quit drinking and nobody in the sober community is talking about it, they'll talk about your goals, what you want to do, how long do you want to be sober for, blah blah blah, all that fucking bollocks. But nobody's talking about what you do and who you become when you put that drink down. So for me, it was the hardest thing. You've built a persona, you've built an identity for however long, for, in my case, 45 years. I was Ian, the bloke who drank. I was Ian, the bloke who could drink. I drank to excess. And that's not a boast in any way, shape or form. While I was in the army, I used to drink stupidly to excess. I would think nothing of drinking 20 660ml bottles of Warsteiner when the boys used to come down for Sunday dinner. So they'd say, what shall we bring? And I'd say, crate of Warsteiner. That'd go in what my boy, who's now 36, be 37 this year, what he used to call the bidge, because it was the beer fridge and it was out on a balcony. And there's another story about the bidge when one of the boys was babysitting and Lewis locked him out on the balcony. But I was always known as Ian, the bloke who drank. And that's not a boast. And I wish I could have changed things a lot earlier. I've lost so much because of it. And that's the honest fucking truth. I've lost relationships. I've lost money. I've lost jobs. Everything. And it's some of those still fucking hurt, and I'm still working on those now. I'm doing everything I can. I am not that person that I was 2 years ago. So what you've got to do is create something that the brain identifies you as. So whereas I was Ian, the bloke who drank, I'm now Ian, the bloke who don't drink. I go in the pub and people accept it. Nobody bothers anymore saying, have one won't hurt, etc., etc., all of that fucking nonsense. They don't bother. They know that I'll just say, I don't fucking drink. End of. Simple. I don't know them a story, and neither do you. So, people say, what do you say? And that's the thing. So, if they're real friends, they'll support you. They'll back you, and they'll be there when those fucking difficult moments are, and your mind's saying, go on, one won't hurt. You know, it's what we always do. You've had a shit day, let's go and have a fucking beer. If they're real friends, they'll support you and be there for you. If they're just drinking buddies, then fuck it, in the fuck it bucket. Who gives a fuck? You know, they're not real friends. If they're saying to you, oh, you boring cunt, oh, fucking just one, oh, you on fucking tablets or something, are you? Oh, on the change? Fuck them, in the fuck it bucket. Don't care. End of story. So, I've built now a life that I don't need to numb. I put posts up and people say, that's not my story. I put it up to let people know that when you quit drinking, it's not all fucking rainbows and unicorns at dawn with a green smoothie and a ring light. It fucking ain't. There's difficult and hard fucking times during that. Yeah. And that one question will come up over and over and over again in your head. Who am I without the drink? Who am I now? And that's what you have got to answer. You have got to dig deep and say, fine. Yep, that's what I used to be. That's what I used to do. It's not me now. That's not what I am. That's not what I do. I'm now ABC and I don't drink. Simple as. End of fucking story. And you create things. And if the big one, you know, as we always go on about, is people say, I'm bored. You're bored because your brain has been used to fucking a simple, quick sedation that takes away the boredom. Do something else. So, me, this is me. Cold fucking water all year. Don't care. I'm in. I don't care. People say I'm mad. This is what stops me going fucking mad. I'm doing more of my art, photography, writing. I write a fucking lot. Lots that will never ever see the fucking light of a Facebook post, Instagram post, or anything else. They're my words, my thoughts. And I'll wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and I'll just open a notebook and write shit in there. I'll look at it in the morning and think, what the fuck was that about? Don't know. Don't matter. It's you, and you're taking those thoughts and you're externalizing it. So you're taking that inner identity that you've built over and over and over again, and you're getting rid of it. And then you're building something that's worth living. A life that you don't need to numb. A life you don't need to sedate. People call you boring. Just think about that for a moment. Someone says to you, "Hey, you boring fucker." Because they're pouring a fucking toxin, a neuro fucking toxin, a fucking carcinogenic, level 1, same as plutonium and fucking asbestos, and you're the boring one. Sorry, I just don't get it. Anyway, I've gone on longer than I anticipated. So, identity. I'll put in the description a breakdown and everything, link to blog posts and all the rest of it, to the books about what I did when I quit drinking and what I've done since. So I created what's called the emotional observation method, and that's what I use for myself and for others. So when that moment, the witching hour, wine o'clock, dad's reward, when that voice comes up, and it'll come up 2-3 hours beforehand, and it'll say to you, right, you've got 2 hours left of this, then we're fucking, beer's in the fridge, we're going to have a beer. You open that gate and say, actually, I'm not doing that today. I'm doing X, Y, Z. And that's it. Plain, simple, that's all. And all you do is you own the now. This fucking moment in time. Not forever, because as soon as you say forever, the brain goes, fuck that. As soon as something happens, I'm jumping in and I'm telling you, look, it's gone fucking Pete Tong. You know what we do. We get down the pub, fucking 3 bags ordered, bang, gone, shop. No. So, I don't do that. I'm Ian, and I don't drink. Take care, look after yourselves, and have a good one. Cold water beats fucking booze and fucking coke. Take care.